Hey everyone, for today I'm going to show you the proper way to light your charcoal. So you might have a small grill like this 14-inch Weber, or you might have a 22. You have to use the correct chimney starter if you're fancy. If you're not fancy, then basically what you would do is fill this one about a quarter of the way in comparison to that one, so you can see how much bigger this chimney starter is in comparison to the smaller chimney starter. Okay, now I didn't do it intentionally. I actually got the chimney starter with the grill as a Craigslist deal. It just came with it. All right, the way I like to do it is to use these paraffin blocks that help you ignite a lot faster and cleaner. And once the paraffin is gone, you do not get any kind of chemical smells or anything that'll make your food taste bad, in other words. So I leave the plastic on. I know maybe it's not the smartest thing to do, but it works. So paraffin block is lit. All right, and what we're gonna do is just go ahead and put our chimney start. All right, when we come back in about 10 minutes, this should be fully lit. Signs you want to look for is for this white smoke to be completely almost gone. In a little bit, it's gonna actually start to chimney up, and you'll see the increasing white smoke. All that is carbon that hasn't burnt off all the way. Once the air to fuel kind of mixes correctly and you have enough heat, the fuel from the paraffin wax will light the charcoals, and you'll get an even, smooth burn between the charcoals where you won't have any of this white smoke, because the white smoke that's coming out right now is what's going to taint the flavor of the meat that you're trying to cook, basically, or the vegetables if you're vegetarian. All right, so today on the menu it's going to be some prime sirloin steaks. I use this cheap stuff from Costco. Some sea salt, some coarse ground peppers. Now, back to the fire, which was the original part of the video. As you can see, the paraffin wax is still lit, and it is creating a chimney effect, shooting the fire straight through the coals and heating them up. The great thing about a Weber grill in particular, any kind of dome type grill, is that air can flow down and straight up. So it kind of uses like a channeling effect with the vortex, and it shoots the fresh air from the bottom or from the sides, and it controls the heat very well. You don't get that with like a square grill. You don't get that with a grill that's maybe like an offset grill. I have several grills. I just prefer the Weber grills over all the grills that I've used. It's just a better functioning grill. I will admit, as a Texan and not as a person from Illinois, that they knew what they were doing when they created these things. So don't judge them until you try them. They're a great product. All right, I'm going to show you all a little trick. If you don't have a bellow, okay, you can take one of these inflatable mattress machines, and they just blow air. A lot of the complaints that people have for using charcoal is that you have to take your time with charcoal to light up. Well, that's true, but if you just introduce a little bit of oxygen, you can see that it is heating up substantially, and now you have flames. So as you can see, the white smoke is almost nearly gone, and there's a flame shooting through the top of the chimney. And that's basically time for you to dump the coals. You can wait until they're completely white. You don't have to. You could actually use the cooking time to prep the grill. So let's go ahead and dump these out. I'm gonna try to film without burning myself. Alright, so there you go. The coals are extremely hot right now. And what you want to do for a dome grill is take the advantage of using it for indirect heat cooking. The way you do that is that you have to pile all your coals on one side. Okay? So go ahead and put your top on it. And then we're gonna get the old Mexican sanitation device, give it a good scrub, rub it down with the onion, and then we'll be ready to put down the meat. All right, we're gonna be doing what is called indirect heat cooking method. So we're gonna put our meat to the side of the flame, okay, and we are gonna wait a few minutes for the meat to actually render down a little bit, because you see all that fat cap right there is going to render down, and when it gets to an internal about 120, we are going to sear them on both sides. That's it. Super simple. Alright, let's see where we're at. And there we go. See the color that you want? It's getting there. And then you can see the heat is breaking down all of that fat. Once the fat gets broken down, then it's ready to sear.